anyways, I would have the beer. Okay, and I would feel kind of odd saying I was gonna stream something else until hoping to extend the time it take for the devs to finish doing Fawn's route. I feel like they heard me. Having just conveniently finished in time. So hopefully it's actually all fixed. I say hopefully because I keep seeing it in the game updates, so I don't know if there's like small little things still being like thrown in last minute or seems weird. But yeah. So hopefully we could hear his voice again. Lovely Fawn. So anyways, everything was quiet. It was the middle of the night, so it was expected, but something felt different. Also, I'm still streaming, right? Just to make sure. Quiet. It was okay. Yeah. Everything's been so wonky as of late. I could probably minimize that. Can I drink this? Yeah, come on. I need to make sure, because I don't want to have the same issue I had, I believe, last time when I streamed this. Fucking internet fucking crashed. Sure, that should be good. Okay, anyways, feel different. Almost felt like Oxboar, a deathly quiet one that made you feel an edge as if something evil was waiting around every corner. Just as I was scanning around the area, two women approached us.
Can you feel it?
A powerful, all-encompassing presence. Did you find where he's hiding?
With this gaudy show of power, I don't think you can call it hiding.
He's in the palace with the king.
Then we know where we need to go.
You can finally hear him.
Until the end, Rain.
This makes me feel so excited to finally hear all this now. After having to read everything up to this point. Fawn's gaze was sincere and heartfelt. I knew that every word he said was absolute truth.
And me with you.
So that was his goal. To use the royalty as a puppet. To start a holy war. He's even stronger than the last time we met. I fear for the townspeople.
It's so empty. Not just physically, but I've lived here for nearly 18 years. It's never felt like this before.
Caspian.
But we can do it. Maybe a little adventure will do me good.
You haven't lost it after all.
Leo's sign.
There's no point in dawdling here. Let's go.
Where Cardswood's usually stand watching over the palace, there was no one. The gates laid open, almost inviting us in. Seeing glances between us, none of us had a good feeling, but there's a little choice but to push onwards. Steps echo through the huge, gaudy room. It's dark, only the moonlight lit the interior. Never thought I'd find myself in a palace, and especially under these circumstances.
He's close.
Do we have a plan? Or any ideas at all?
That is true, we did just kind of just run in here. Not really planned anything.
I think you can take that as a no.
Then our only option is to overwhelm him.
That's right.
As we all quietly chatted, footsteps approached from an unknown direction. They got closer and closer until...
Leo's sign!
sound like goddamn zombies.
Guys, snap out of it!
I rushed forward toward them. Varys blocked me with his arm.
They won't hesitate to hurt you as they are right now.
I've never seen such precise control.
The power of a speaker, amplified by the power of a god. He's terrifying.
Keep going. I'll deal with these two.
Ilron!
Come on, have some faith in me. You think I can't hold my own against the shorty and the twig?
I mean, probably could easily deal with him. Probably be a challenge against, Leos.
Don't be reckless.
spoken, they listened. Yeah. Finally had the update. Finally. Instead of me having to find something else to play from stream today.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Cass?
I'll stay behind too.
Why?
I don't have the power to fight gods like all of you. All the passion in the world won't change that. Kicking a few kids' asses? Well, that I can do.
Look of worry and longing passed over Emil's face, but clamped his mouth and shut and nodded solemnly.
Don't die, you hear me? We have too much catching up to do.
Wouldn't dream of it.
And Leos moved to block us as we passed, but a kick from Ilra and their attention was diverted. Chris' face was blank, but there was a stream of emotions passing over him that I could tell. No doubt that's like what I said before. We passed their corridor and came out another large room. Network cages. At first I thought they were empty, but as we approached we saw masses moving inside of them. So tightly wedged that faces pressed into the bars and bloodshot eyes all shot towards us.
Humans. And gods. His meals.
How could he do so much in such a short amount of time?
He's been planning this for far too long. Perhaps since before he died.
How awful.
Shadow flung out of the dark round pounce. Our weights combined skidded across the polished floor.
Rain! Hey, get off him! Get off of me! We're here to help you.
To the who? What? What's happening? The room suddenly lit up in a blaze. Her had brought me to the ground, skittered back into the dark shadows that flecked the room. I looked up. Fawn's hand was still raised.
Fawn?
Reached out. I stared at that hand. That could conjure flames out of thin air. And I took it. He pulled me up beside him, turned back to peer into the darkness.
They're everywhere. In every doorway, every shadow.
What's everywhere? We're being attacked by shadows?
What are they?
They used to be people. People Lucius's control was too powerful for, and now they're broken. What better use for delirious, maddened husks of flesh than as guard dogs?
Oh, okay.
If he wasn't already expecting
Still
us,
mindless
he is
zombies,
now.
more or less.
How will we pass them? Maybe I should...
Oh, I forgot you were here, Elliot. Forgot you were a thing.
Sylvia, Morwen, you're with me. We'll clear the way and take out anyone that comes after you. Then free the people in the cages.
We'll find you as soon as possible. Be safe, my children.
We can't waste the time they're giving us. Come on, quickly.
Through another door, and finally we came out in a grand chamber. A throne sat on the opposite end of the room. I'm very curious if I'm going to beat this game again. This is going very fast. Instead of like searching, trying to check on anyone that's around, just, alright, let's get to the boss fight. So on it, leaning back with his legs propped up, was Lucius in all his glory.
Wow, you actually made it all the way here? I'm impressed. Oh, but you're missing a few. Well, a couple of people sacrificed along the way is no big deal. Just getting rid of the weak links, right?
We have no weak links.
Oh, you know, the green-haired one. Talks big, but he has nothing to back it up. Don't worry, my underlings will deal with him. I can't promise a quick death, though.
Calm down, Varys. He's just trying to rile you up.
Man, this makes me so concerned with how it would have been if we kept him around in the town.
Who were you again? The quiet, unimportant one? Oh, I remember. The demon child. The one that killed his parents.
That's not true. Exactly. That's not what happened at all.
You've grown a spine, I see.
Thanks for noticing. I see your attitude hasn't changed.
Sarcastic Fawn. Okay, or not really. Actually, no, it's not sarcastic. It's being sassy. It's a groan. This whole adventure.
It's time for this to end. Just stand down, and we won't have to hurt you.
Laugh echoed through the room, bouncing off of every surface.
Me? Stand down? If this is a joke, it's not a very funny one.
It's no joke. It's time to end this, Lucius.
No, if it isn't my puppet, the young master speaker himself.
You have no right to call me that. Not anymore.
Do you think that all of your sins will be forgiven if you stand on their side? No matter what you do, you can't change.
I can try.
Perhaps I can make you a place at my side, if you beg.
Never again will I allow myself to be used by you.
Really? Even after the way Caspian betrayed you, you'd stand against me?
Caspian did nothing wrong. I know the truth. I know what you did.
Boring. You've become exceedingly like him. How revolting. So full of youthful spirit and adventure. Utterly sickening.
We've brought others. If we have to fight, then we will.
Let me get this straight. I'm meant to be afraid of a washed-up old man, a powerless god, a nobody guilty of patricide, and a boy that barely knows his left from right.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. You afraid of, I guess, all of that? That all we managed to gather up?
I'm shaking.
What you should be afraid of is that you stand alone. You'll always be alone. Nothing you do will change that. I know because I used to be alone too. But I changed my fate. I didn't give up like you have.
What part do you not understand? We won't sit idly by as you rip away humanity's freedom.
Humans don't want freedom. They want someone strong to look up to. Someone that they can blindly follow. I'm just filling that gap.
Your view is clouded by a lifetime of solitude in Aurelia Cavella. These people don't wish for a dictator. They wish to continue their life in peace.
Then their mindset needs to be corrected.
Like the mind-broken people you have scampering about?
He shrugged. His face, which up until now had been mocking, became blank.
You will miss a few people.
They...
I'm growing tired of this. You mean to lecture me?
You have no right to do this!
I have every right. The world I'll create will have no need for speakers. We will walk freely among my people, and they will bow down to us. However, I am considering taking on some disciples. Perhaps you know my first candidate.
With a snap of his finger, a girl with blue hair stepped out from the shadows and stood beside him. Her angry gaze stuck to Fawn.
Annie, what are you doing? He's dangerous!
Oh, the poor lost girl. All she wants is revenge for her family. Who am I to keep that from her?
Don't you dare lay a finger on her!
Oh, I wouldn't dare. I'll take good care of her. Isn't that right, Annie?
Man, I was feeling very Resident Evil-esque. This like similar situation of Wesker Jill meets Chris and Sheva. Dude really gives off some Wesker vibe.
I'll never forgive you for killing Father, for driving Mother to take her own life.
Is this arcane? I imagine it's referring to it being similar to Vi and Jinx. I guess it could kind of be. Right, I can't. No point reading.
Don't just stay silent! Do you care so little about them?
I've lived my life running away from the past.
Silco Jinx versus
myself
Vi and
for
K.
everything that
Okay.
happened.
I mean, it'd be almost more for the fact that Kate and Silka were tied up, so... So Vi was the mastermind behind that little reunion.
Of course I grieved. I'm still grieving. But I want to move past it. I want to honor their memory.
You don't deserve to even remember them!
He does!
I do! When will you stop blaming me for something I had no control over? I will move past this, whether I have your permission or not. I'll never forget. I'll never not be grieving. But now I want to try living.
Do you hear that? He doesn't care at all about what you've been through. How your sisters all had to raise each other, giving up their childhoods. He doesn't care at all about what...
Oh, okay. Sorry, every time you do that fucking loading emote, I assume streams crash. Can't help but be a bit panicky.
All the while, their murderous brother is frolicking about in the woods without a care in the world. Look at how indifferent he is to your suffering.
I'll kill him myself.
Oh, this could be interesting. I never want to turn down someone in need, so how about...
Bright light lit up every corner of the room as Lucius reached out towards Annie. Glow surrounded her before disappearing almost entirely. If you wince, you could see a faint tether of light connecting them. Are you really? I have to make a choice here? Fuck. I think we'll wait. We don't know what the hell we're getting ourselves into. That someone waited every fiber of my being. I wanted to rush forward and stop what was happening. I knew it was too dangerous.
Annie, you're making a mistake. Even if you can't bear to look at me ever again, go home. Be with our family.
Don't you dare say our family! They're not your family anymore.
I swear, what's up with this girl? She went from originally wanting to invite Fawn back, then to just go right back to just being an absolute bitch.
Enough talking. I'm getting bored.
The flick of his wrist, Annie was thrown to the ground at our feet. Fawn looked shocked, but held out his hand to help her up.
Fawn, get back.
Ferris tugged at Fawn's sleeve and the lance-like beam light stuck into the ground where he was standing.
What? How did you know?
It's the same thing he injured Ilron with before.
My hand absent-mindedly found the wrapped wound on my shoulder, injury I took from Ilron.
Not only can you control people, you can conjure something like this?
A god's power can be limitless, but they're too afraid to wield it.
Because to wield so much power goes against everything we exist for. To kill and consume, to pillage and murder. You're a monster, not a god.
Annie's hand shut out and she clasped the beam, using it to stand and support herself before pulling it from the ground. She pointed towards Fawn. Oh god, this is gonna be a sibling fight. She shot forward, aiming for Fawn, jumped to the side, going along the marble floor. Her movements were amateur. It's easy to tell that she was unused to wielding weapon, but the sheer power coming from it made her dangerous.
You are no speaker, Lucius. I am. Rain is.
Just, kind of lacking in speaker power. Or at least training.
You're a hollow reflection of what you're meant to be.
After all you put the boy through, now you think of yourself as his mentor?
He will become everything that we couldn't.
The other side, the fighting continued between Annie, Varys, and Fawn. She kept striking hard and fast, and Fawn kept dodging, right to her sister, I presume.
Everything that you couldn't. I've made it further than any speaker has before me.
From my point of view, you've fallen further.
What?
Speaker's job is to protect their people, not to rule over them. You failed in your duties.
As if you know anything about being a speaker.
I might not know much, but I can at least tell right from wrong, which you seem to have trouble with.
The smart Lucius clicked his fingers. Another beam of light shot out towards Fawn and Varys, and let drip down to the marble floor from where Varys was pinned through the shoulder to the wall.
Varys!
Reached up, desperately clawing at the lance, but he couldn't pull it out. Before I can move to help him, Fawn yelled out too. Oh, am I gonna have to make a choice who to help? And he stood over Fawn, staring down into his eyes.
Is this really what you want?
A little boy I loved so much is gone.
Despite what she said, her hand hesitated just as I was about to run over, and he went flying into the wall with a crash. Body fell limply into a pile, unmoving.
Annie!
Bud rushed towards her, but all our eyes went towards the one who caused it.
Boring, boring. I held high hopes for her, but her lust for revenge just isn't pure. What a disappointment. Just another boring, ordinary girl.
Finally, Lucius stood up from his throne, descending towards us one step at a time. Everyone froze in place, scared to even breathe. No, Varus needs my help. 3 strides, I was at Varus' side. I reached up to remove the lance.
Leave it, Rain. It's no mere weapon. Even touching it burns.
But could we maybe fix it through our power that may or may not kill us? If Rain hasn't learned anything.
I'll be no help like this. Go back to the others.
No, you can't die. Not yet. We have too much left to do. The gods!
Gave me a soft smile, one that was meant to calm others. I learned.
This is far from the worst injury I've ever had. I just don't want to drag you down. You don't have to worry about me. And I would never abandon Ilron anyway.
You better not. You better not, Varus. Before my eyes, his mouth formed a perfect O. He'd suddenly realized something.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think I preferred you two when you were chatty.
It's no use. They're pretty much zombies.
A little thrashing will wake them up.
I'm gonna jump to the side, nearing missing a blow.
And if it doesn't?
Then we keep going anyway. I have too much to protect for this to end here.
With kicks, I went skating along the ground, gasping, cracked his knuckles, and looked towards Leos.
Another one for me.
Varus, stay safe, please. Don't do anything stupid.
Let's see if you can keep up, old man.
I'll hold them here for as long as it takes. If it means they'll come back safely. Hold them to lend me your strength. Ah yes. Everyone that we've brought along is a simps.
What? Old man?
As Lucius descended and his heels clacked against the marble floor, my eyes went with the meals. With a slight nod of his head, he motioned for me to take Lucius' attention, led Varus to my dismay, and walked back towards the throne.
Why bother doing all of this? Why not use your powers for good?
There's no incantation or anything showy. It'll just vanish from sight. Around me, I noticed a slight shimmer. It's fog. That's how its illusion works, isn't it? He hadn't really disappeared or gone anywhere. It's just tricking our minds.
Because the world betrays those that try to do good. Emil, I see you've been working on your party tricks. It's just...
Oh, is he aware where he's at?
Too bad that they won't work on me.
Lucius' hand shot at, Emil reappeared, throat being crushed in iron grip.
You think to use the very powers I trained you in to kill me? What part of your tiny brain told you that that would be a good idea? I know everything about you. From the memories that you wish to keep buried away, to the thoughts you wish you could forget. Nothing you do could surprise me.
Let him go!
I looked at them, desperate to free Emil, but Lucius then jumped to the side or tried to dodge. Suddenly raised his arm and grasped my throat too.
A speaker for each hand. Well, isn't this charming?
Clawed his icy fingers, but dug in deeper. Alarm bells sounded throughout my entire body. Gasped for air, desperate to breathe, but nothing reached my lungs. Felt like my throat would collapse in on itself at any moment. It didn't feel like a human hand. It felt like lamp unmovable. Lucius stared into my eyes and into his. We're dark and carrying empty. I'm going to die.
This would be too easy, wouldn't it? Don't worry. Neither of you will die here. Oh no. It will be far more painful than this.
I'm really hoping out that, because I just remembered where that demon was that we saved for his name. He's gotta play a part of those somehow, right?
Aye.
I might crash into the ground with enough force to feel our bones rattle, but it was nothing fair to the bitter fear that radiated from Lucius, who had still back to avoid. Avoid what? Back towards Fawn, whose palms still flickered with the remains of a flame. I desperately tried to regain my breath and steady my thoughts, but it spun with the lack of oxygen. I could manage for small, ragged gasps.
How dare you?
No, how dare you? Keep your hands off them!
My eyes went wide with surprise at the sudden showdown. Fawn with his palms outright facing and Lucius on the ground below him. Rage and resentment flowed through the air. Directed at Fawn, it was so strong you could almost see it.
Or what? Are you telling me I should be afraid of a worthless child whose only purpose has been running away?
Like his wrist, another flame soared towards Lucius, dived out the way, fanned out the smoke that suddenly consumed his vision. A flash, Fawn was gone. He dashed the smoke and haze, and with his fist for Lucius' jaw. It wasn't enough. Lucius easily caught his fist and held on tight. Fawn's scream pierced the air as Lucius' grip became tighter and tighter. I went to my feet alongside him, Meal, and rushed to help. With his spare hand, Lucius found the lance-like beam, held it up to Fawn's throat, smirk dancing across his lips.
Wait, don't!
Sweeping movement, out his leg from under him, Fawn was laced and he staggered backwards into a heap.
You little...
Wasn't enough time to move, there wasn't even time to think. Lance pierced my leg deep into the flesh. Pain spread throughout my entire body instantly, and my mind went numb. It's buckled out under me. I fell down close to Lucius. My fingertips to my toes, a shock overcame all my senses. My eyes tight, trying to deal with the sudden pain. The blade was forcibly pulled from my leg, and blood gushed out from the wound almost instantly. I hope Rain's able to heal the wound for what we have to learn. Neil brushed over and pressed his palm down into wind, applying pressure. He was back at Lucius, who looked as if he would jump to his feet a moment for round two.
Rain!
On screen pierced the tension of the room. Filled with anguish, with hate, there was a power where his usual soft tone stood that shook me to my core. Oh jeez, is that the smoke from his fire? With Fawn's fury, surrounded the three of us, becoming more intense by the second. Then whirled upwards, spinning rapidly through the wall of flames, only to see Fawn.
No, Rain! I can't stop it!
Flames were quickly eating up his figure, but I could still see his face, just tears streamed down his cheeks like a river.
Can't control it! Rain, what do I do? Take everything it out of here as fast as possible.
Oh, he's not gonna leave us behind. Come on, Rain, we know Fawn.
I won't leave you here! You'll die! Fawn, I love you.
Flames leapt up hungrily all around me. Smoke started to fill my vision. I could feel myself becoming lightheaded. Only Fawn was hidden behind the whirlwind of flames. It was nothing like any fire I'd seen in my life. It was angry, more forceful, unstoppable. Please, Fawn, gather. I'll finish this.
Oh, what a heartwarming moment.
Oh my god, they animated this.
Young love and all that. Emil was much the same, once upon a time. How did that turn out for you again?
Shut your mouth. You have no right to speak about Caspian.
Still a touchy subject.
Voice was full of some cocky confidence as before. His face betrayed him, his eyes winced in pain, and his voice could almost be called snarl at times.
Well, I guess this is it for all three of us, huh? We're going to die, thanks to that kid.
I'm gonna hate if I somehow get the bad ending somehow from all this.
Does it feel good? Knowing that the one you love will be your downfall?
It's always the same.
It's not his fault. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, I should thank him. He's given me the opportunity to do what I've always been meant to do.
What do you mean live on stream?
Oh, what's that?
Be a speaker and protect my people.
Well, I guess I should just give in then. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time.
There'll be no next time for you, monster.
Oh, really?
I was gonna exposing Bennett. I mean, the usual thing that happens with when I replay any games with choices.
Well, maybe not for you.
What do you mean?
What, no one told you? A speaker's soul is just a reborn god's, you know.
What?
Dropping this info last minute?
So, with the knowledge that this is the second time I've been born as a god, and I'm a speaker, well, I feel like I've got a pretty good chance at having another try.
That's why we can speak to them.
Bingo! Maybe you weren't so dim after all.
Our abilities are just a weak manifestation of our prior powers?
Oh, what a good disciple you are. Think of it as a whisper of what you would have been capable of before.
Third time's charmed. That's a lot to think about, having think that God can still manage to survive after dying in some way.
With any luck, my soul will come back one day too. I wouldn't say no to another try at being a speaker.
You deserve to rot.
I already have a body rotting in the ground. What's another one?
The room's filled with fire.
Please, please, please just do as I say. Just this once.
Fawn raises his hands to the flame, thanks all his being. Someone in the fire refuses to listen, though. He seems stronger and stronger by the moment. His eyes stung and his mouth was dry. Smoke had already begun to fill his lungs. It didn't matter because the pain he was feeling was nothing compared to the pain in his heart. If it's this bad here, Rain's suffering and I can't do anything.
Demon child! You killed them all! You burned them alive!
Those flames all lead back to you! Cursed, evil child! How long have you been plotting this?
And to go as far as killing his own father.
Fawn, come on, please! We need to go! It is
Oh, I'm gonna lazy finger that. No, it's happening again. I'm gonna lose everything again.
Fawn! What's going on?
About time you guys showed up.
They're in there. Pain is in there.
It's like nothing I've ever seen. The heat is immense.
Fawn,
Me too. I can't control it.
calm yourself. You have to stop this now. If you don't, they will die.
Listen to me. There's nothing I can do.
I will teach you. Quickly, come here.
Norman rushed to Varus' side, but he shook his head.
Leave it. If you touch it, it'll harm you too.
You can't just stay up there.
I fear that the pain will be much worse once it's been pulled out. Please, let an old man gather up his courage.
Gosh, things are getting so intense. Being ducked to the ground, narrowly missing being punched square in the jaw, he dashed away, drawing the attention of Liaison's sign.
Jeez, why won't they stay down? Because he's not even awake to begin with. Hell, I wouldn't even call him alive while he's like this. He's a hunk of meat following commands.
Even hunks of meat should know their limit.
Leon circled around, glaring at his target.
At the very least, I'll get to see the look on Leos' face when he wakes up and realizes I've just beaten the ever-loving shit out of him.
You really are a piece of work.
Don't tell me you're not enjoying this.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't terrified.
You're scared of a single lanky noodle. Seriously?
I'm scared that I'll never see a meal again.
Suddenly, a roaring sound came from further inside the palace. With Elmer and Caspian frozen in their place, they're towards the door that the others had left through.
Is the one you love in there too?
The one that means more to me than anything.
We better hurry up then.
God, I'd be concerned with them actually joining in the fight, given they have no powers to really help. It was all-consuming. Didn't know right from wrong. I didn't care whether I died or Lucius died. It didn't matter. Lucius still laid on the floor, smiling at us cockily. I might have admitted defeat, but it didn't stop his sharp tongue.
All I can wish for is that I can see both of you die before I go.
Neil walked forward and kicked him, but it wasn't long before he collapsed as well.
Why is it that you don't know when to shut up?
You've always been weak. Even your kick was weak.
I'd rather be weak and stand on my own two legs than be a pawn to you.
Standing. You? Take a good look at yourself.
If this is how I repay my sins, then so be it.
So you still have the energy to be so thoughtful. Well, how about this?
My vision was taken by Meal's large figure.
What?
Like, not quite sure what just happened. Meal threw the lance to the side and caught sight of the burns that covered his palm.
A low blow. You'd aim for the boy after admitting defeat.
You don't get this far. Play nicely.
Everything pulsed in and out of my vision. I asked for breath, but all I felt was burning. This thing I saw before was met with darkness was Emil's body over mine, protecting me from the flames. Come on, Fawn, it's all down to you.
Trying.
Try harder. Reach out towards it. Feel the power in your fingertips.
What's happening?
You are the one in control. You command the flames, not the other way around. Now grasp it! That's it! Don't let up! Conquer your fears and prove that you can overcome your past!
It's going down!
Iron flames circled and circled, slowing with every rotation. Flames dwindled as if they were scared of Fawn.
Rain! Rain!
Three bodies laid where fire once stood, a large figure was draped over another, protecting them from the flames. As to the wind, Fawn dashed and skidded to the ground by the bodies. He pulled Rain out from under Emil and held him tightly.
Rain, wake up. It's okay now.
No response.
Rain, it's all over now. We can leave. Oh, please, Rain.
Rain!
Wait. Give him this time alone.
I'm so sorry. Please, just open your eyes. If you never want to see me again, if you hate me so much you can't bear to look at me, that's fine. But please, please just open your eyes.
Oh, my heart. For Fawn.
Please.
Tears streamed down Fawn's face, and he clutched Rain in even closer to himself.
It's okay.
Eyes fluttered open, and I heard the sound of Fawn's muffled cries, and quickly found his cheek. I wiped out his tears.
I could never hate you.
Rain!
He went down and kissed me. He couldn't stop crying. His whimper still escaped his lips when he exhaled. Pulled him closer, my body still weak and aching. When he finally broke apart, I could tell Fawn was still trembling.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Me too. What about Emil?
He's breathing. When you're finished locking lips, I'll look over both of you.
Severe, really?
And Lucius?
I'm tying him up as we speak.
Okay, so Fawn just basically nearly suffocated all of us. Okay.
Ilron.
What happened? Why hasn't anyone helped you down?
Don't be angry. I didn't want to get in the way of anyone.
Stop thinking out, you're literally dying. Look, Fawn is just doing mouth-to-mouth technique, you know? Probably lost a lot of oxygen and all that fire that was filling everyone's lungs from the smoke. Mouth to mouth. Then I reached up and took hold of the lance without a second thought.
Wait, Ilron, it's not safe.
I don't care.
Pulled out with ease and gently let Varys down to the ground. The hair around his shoulders dark red with blood, and Varys quickly applied pressure to the wound.
At least we match now. He got us both in the shoulder.
Varys reached up and wrapped his arms around the green-haired man.
I was so scared. I didn't think we'd both survive. I thought for sure I'd never see you again.
Me too. I was so afraid that I'd get here and you'd be gone. Varys, I can't imagine my life without you.
Varys pulled Elrond in closer, holding on even tighter. Tears overflowed, soaking into the other shirt.
Varys,
We can't sit around here all day, you know. We promised Zarin we'd assist him as repayment for help with Soren.
What? I promised to help only after he recovered. What do you mean?
And we have to go back and check on Oxabor.
What are you...
Not to mention the bounty in Cliffspire, right?
I don't understand.
I'm an idiot, Ilron. A real idiot. It only hit me after we were split up just how stupid I had been. For all my years, I couldn't see something that was directly in front of me.
Varys, you better not be dying on us. This better not be your last fucking words.
What?
I can't live without you. I don't want to. I don't want to go to a place where I'll never see you again. Never touch you again. Never kiss you again. I could never forgive myself if I left you alone.
Varys.
If you'd have me, I would like to spend my last journey with the one I love.
I could never wish for more. Please, Varys, can we spend the rest of our lives together?
In place of an answer, they both leaned towards each other. Lips found each other easily, and both their worries melted away. Soulmates! Okay, so they're getting together. They're good. They're saved. They're together, and everything would be fine, no matter what.
Where's Emil?
He's being rushed back through the doorway after Elrond. His eyes scanned over the area. The room was burned to a husk, and dark black smoke instantly made his eyes water over. Regan, Fawn, Elrond, Varys, Morn, Elliot, Sylvere. But where was Emil?
Dad. He's over there. He saved us.
Emil!
Prince rushed forward, skidding through the ashes and coming to a stop next to the figure that laid on the ground moving.
Emil! Emilius, don't you do this to me now! You have no right to crash back into my life, then leave! I never wanted to see you again, or well, I thought I didn't, but at the same time, I did. You always confused me so much. I never believed we'd truly get a second chance. I never thought you'd turn up at my door. You've sent my emotions spiraling into a mess for a second time. Don't think you're allowed to get out of that!
Emil!
And what exactly do you think you did to me? You silly old fool. I'm not about to die over a few flesh wounds. Do you think I'm that altruistic?
Come on, just kiss her right there.
I know you are, and that's the problem.
As they faced inched closer and closer until their lips met, just as they had done so many years ago. It felt natural, as if they hadn't spent any time apart in the first place. If they had never fought, Caspian had never fled, Emil had never spent 18 years alone. But they had. That was okay.
Cass, I've missed you so much.
Me too.
I messed everything up. If I just believed you.
It's okay now. You don't need to apologize to me.
Come back to Aurelia Cavella with me.
Just to visit?
Come back and be the king you were always meant to be. And give me one more chance.
Only if you'll give me one too.
It's a deal then.
And if Caspian lips came out a sentence he never thought he'd be able to say again. Something he only ever got to tell Emil once before.
I love you, Emil. I always have.
If Emil's lips came a sentence he never got the chance to respond with.
Me too. I love you too.
Yeah, give me one more chance to go. Yeah, we're definitely not getting a bad ending, I'm pretty sure, hopefully. Because as far as I'm aware, these two achievements so far are side stories, I guess? From, like, kind of spoiling myself on achievements. Both smiled at each other. The future may have seemed dim before, but now, smiling some light on the horizon. For a more looked, she could see the flames of love. Now what about you two?
They're all making out.
They're not. Severe, shut up. They're all dealing with fire, breathing in all that smoke. Come on, it's just mouth to mouth technique of trying to make sure they all have oxygen back. Shut up, Severe.
To be young again.
And I was busy tying up Lucius, who remained unconscious. Illyria and Varus were occupied with each other as if were Caspian and Emil. Fawn and Ray were much the same.
Isn't love just the sweetest?
So, you wanna... or...
Oh, beer.
What?
Was that Severe asking more went out? By judging everyone. After Fawn finally believed that I was alive and well, we grouped with others. Then I dragged over the unconscious Lucius, who was tied up tightly.
We did it.
We barely did anything. All that begging was for nothing.
That's not true. We couldn't have done it without all of the people here.
I expect you to stay true to your word, Emil.
I will see them freed as soon as I return.
I suppose it's time to head home.
Rain, Emil, I will entrust my final task to you. I don't need to go back. Not anymore.
You've changed your mind?
I thought I had no place in this world anymore. It turns out I've had it for a long time. I just never realized.
I promise I won't disappoint you.
The figures stumbled through the door, groaning and muttering to themselves.
Oh, my head.
Your head? I feel like someone smacked me around one too many times. Not in the good way.
Oh yeah, you guys got your ass fucking beat.
The good way?
Oh my god, Leos.
I'll show you later, alright?
Leo, sign!
Are they a thing now with this route? Of all things? I rushed towards them and they looked at me timidly.
I'm so glad you're alright. Quite an audience we've got here. Who are all of these people?
Oh, it's a long story, Sign.
It's a long story. But it's alright now.
Yep, proud of you.
Do you remember anything?
It's a little hazy. All I remember is getting my ass handed to me.
Whoops, that was me. Hey, don't take all the credit. As the score stands, it was 15-16. I win.
15-16. How are you keeping score when it's only 2 people to beat up?
Huh, really? Maybe you miscounted.
What? Hey!
I'm sorry, everyone. Don't cry. It's okay.
Characteristically, tears streamed down Sign's face. Even Leos looked as if he'd burst in tears at any moment.
I take it you'll return home now? At the very least, I need to make sure the gods are freed. After that, well, I'm not sure yet. Then the least I can do is lend you my carriage. You hear that, Leos? No more treks to the forest.
Who knows? Maybe your carriage driver will run away and you'll be stuck walking anyway. That would be something different, wouldn't it?
That's not funny.
I won't be going back.
What?
There's nothing left for me there anymore. I've been thinking about traveling for a while anyway, soul searching and all that.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too, Rain. Don't get into too much trouble, because I won't be there to save you next time.
Leos. Like, so sooner this whole time. Not thinking, I reached around and hugged him tight. Or surprisingly, he did the same thing back.
It's been fun.
Shut up before you make me cry.
Oh, come on, Leos. You're carrying this much and that's what you say? All with the eyes full of tears made his way towards us. He also withdrew and ruffled his hair, smiling.
Take care of Rain. You got that? He needs all the help he can get.
Leos!
God. In a flurry of tears, Fawn clung to Leos and hung on tight. I can't help but laugh at the unbelievable scene that was unfolding before my eyes.
I wish I could make the trip back with you, but I think my parents would kill me. I can't quite say this has been fun, but I wouldn't have changed any of it. Oh, well, maybe a few things, but thank you, Rain. You better visit whenever I get the chance.
Alright, Annie, what are we gonna do about her? Fawn quickly rushed back over to his sister, who was standing from where she had previously laid crumpled on the ground.
Odin. It's me, sister. Please, listen to me. Just for a minute. I know that you hate me with all of your heart. Enough to want to see me dead. But even if you can never forgive me, I'll be sorry forever. You'll always be on my mind. And all I can do is strive to live a life that our parents would be proud of.
Odin, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
I still have a very mixed feeling about Annie, but you know what? Whatever you want, Fawn. She wailed and collapsed into his arm. I turned away to give them a moment of alone time.
What will you do with Lucius?
We'll take him back to the village and decide what to do with him. Don't worry. Freedom won't be an option.
Thank you, Elliot.
Thank you, Elliot. I wouldn't have been able to control it without you.
Don't think your training is done yet. I expect you to return to the village in time.
Really? You really mean it?
I do. We'll take our leave now then. Sylvia, Morwen, let's go.
Wait, Morin!
I will find you later, okay? Don't make those eyes at me. This isn't a goodbye. It's a see you soon.
All right. Have a safe trip back.
Well, I guess if anything, once Rain gets better at having speaker power, I guess I could still technically still meet, right? He smiled at me and the three village gods left the quiet somber palace. The ice babe with fire powers. It's still such an odd thing that that's what they give him as a power. But whatever. Soon the others followed. Sign and Leos left together, with the former convincing the latter to at least stay one more night for whatever reason. Lorna and Varys had escaped at some point without a word. Always the mysterious pair. Tears in her eyes, Annie left for home. Promised to convince her sisters to forgive Fawn. Eventually, for them all to meet up. I still don't trust them. But again, whatever. Whatever you guys want. I would not trust them still. Then there were only 4 of us, myself, Fawn, Caspian, and Meal.
Are you ready, guys?
You know what? I think I am. Let's go home.
Inside, the sun was starting to barely shine over Sitcam. Carriage awaited us, although with a different driver this time. Pulled Caspian to the side quietly.
Can you still make the thing I asked you to make?
You know it.
I would light him, yeah. If anything, it feels odd now seeing it like this now. Given it's always felt so visibly quiet. Something about this feels definitely different now. But that could also just be after having gone through all that shit. With that sort, I quickly excused myself until later in the day. After all, don't let a promise to keep. In hand, Fawn and I made our way through the snow-filled city of Sitcam to get the sights for the last time. Stone and the steeples, the mountains, and the breeze. Knocked on a door just as ordinary as the ones around it. Footsteps hurried towards us, and it quickly opened.
Rain, Fawn! I am so glad to see you two! Is it all over? That it is. And boy, do I have a story to tell you. I'll collect my writing book. Come in.
The day passed in a blur. I told Titus anything and everything. Not sparing a single detail, he took it all in with excitement. Before we knew it, the sun was already setting outside and Titus was showing us back outside.
Titus, listen,
Oh, is he going to talk? Because he never mentioned, did he? Ungulpin, probably desperately trying to decide how he could apologize for what had happened in the past.
I know you don't understand, but I'm so sorry for everything that happened in Cliffspire. To tell you the truth,
With a gentle, slight smile, Titus put a hand on Fawn's shoulder.
But this is a story for another time, isn't it? Your tales aren't any less exciting than Rain's, so I better see you back here soon.
His eyes teared up and hugged Titus, clinging onto him. Two shared a bond that neither truly understood. Parted ways and found Caspian and Meal where we left them by the carriage.
All packed up?
Yeah, I took what I could and left the keys to my neighbors. They'll take care of the place.
The driver welcomed us inside and we all got comfortable. Longingly took my final look at the city. It's been a long journey, but we did it. I'll miss the city and these people.
Let's go home.
Yeah, I'm very much finishing this already on the stream. Thought we still probably had more to go, but I'm pretty sure it's at worst, I won't be surprised if some of this an hour. What? Wait, did that count? Did that catch? I don't know if that was heard. I'm assuming not. So, I'm pretending I'm crazy. That's throwing off what I was saying. I can only assume there's gotta be just a bit more to get through this route now. The trip back was much less eventful than the trip there. Bert didn't run away in the night, and we didn't stumble upon a murder mystery. The road was long, and we made many stops for food and drink. Our main focus was getting back to Relic Villa. It's time to think too. What my future would hold, and if I agreed with it or not. 5 nights later, we finally found ourselves in the forest that surrounded Relic Villa. The carriage couldn't go any further, seeing as there was no roads leading into the town.
It feels like just yesterday I came traipsing through here.
It might not have been as long ago for me, but I feel the same.
What happens now?
Well...
Both looked towards me with expectations writing all over their faces.
What? Are you expecting something from me?
What do they want from Rain being the youngest of the group?
You're in line for more than one title.
Don't be silly. I'm not taking on all of your mess.
But... You're supposed to...
No, I don't think so. You two will undo what you did all those years ago and lead the town into the future.
Then, why come all this way?
Because I want to see everyone and keep my promise to Varys.
Speak, Prince Speaker. Emil and Caspian looked at each other, probably contemplating the work that was to be done, but smiled.
I think we can do that.
Me too.
Rain? I thought we'd be staying too.
Just because someone decided that should be my fate? I think I'd rather find my own future with you. If you'd have me.
Yeah. I think that's the right answer too.
Have Fawn's hand and squeeze it tight.
Emil, can you get rid of the fog?
I think so.
You think so? You're the one that put it up.
Will you make me one promise, both of you? Tell them the truth. Let them make the choice to stay or go by themselves.
Before long, it was in sight. Relica Villa. It was early morning and everything was still quiet. He snuck out of the woods and into the streets with ease.
It hasn't changed at all.
Man, it's so weird being back to this place where it all started.
Welcome home, Cass.
What's wrong?
I had almost gotten used to not hearing their voices.
Oh, and they're back.
We need to free them, right away.
Who in the...
Someone came yelling, screaming down the road towards us. Turned down and saw... the matron.
Rain! Where have you been?
The longest story.
Caspian? Emil?
Hi, Arala. It's been a while.
You.
She gonna scold him?
You little shit!
Yep.
Where the hell do you think you've been?
It sounds like she really cared.
Whoa, wait a minute.
You were always trouble, you know that? I thought you were dead. 18 years you've been gone for.
Granny has no mercy. Yes. He gives no shit.
I'm sorry.
Being sorry isn't enough. And you, not once have you sought me out or visited me.
Neil lowered his head.
I'm sorry.
I think we're all sorry.
You two stupid boys. I missed you so much.
She hugged them both tight, tears falling down her face.
I'm here to stay. I promise.
You two better have made up already or God save you.
We have, ma'am.
Fighting isn't befitting of a future king and their speaker, after all.
I suppose I should have paid more attention to your lessons.
Stop being cheeky. And Rain, just where have you been?
Oh, you know, Granny on adventure, finding love.
Oh, you know, around. I have someone I want to introduce you to. This is Fawn. I'm in love with him.
Rain?
Don't be embarrassed, it's true.
Well, Fawn, it's a pleasure to meet you. I hope you've been looking after Rain.
I'll try my best, ma'am, so you can entrust him to me.
The kids have missed you. Tell me you're coming back to the orphanage.
I'm sorry, matron.
You are so like your father. I trust you won't be far then. Be a better son to me than Caspian, and at least visit once in the next 18 years.
I will visit as much as possible, I promise. You won't even notice I'm gone. Emil... no, Speaker. Do you know how to free them?
I think so. It's simple.
Damn, rolled. Clearly can tell who's her favorite.
How?
He shut his eyes and raised his face towards the sky.
I can hear them all. The answer is simple. I could have done it all along. It's done. It's silent.
Wait, what? What did you do?
So simple, yet so far beyond me, all of this time. I had only needed to let down the barrier. I never accepted them for what they were. I only ever thought of their voices as a nuisance. But this is my role. To protect my people and to protect our gods. For that to happen, I had to listen to their voices properly. No one had ever accepted them. Not Lucius, and not any of the speakers before him.
So simple. I'm so happy, finally.
Already it feels so much more free.
Everything's done.
I don't think so. Caspian, Emilius, you two have a lot of work to do.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it unless you're there too.
I have an orphanage to run, you know.
I know you can do both.
So cheeky.
The three of them turned and started walking, chatting, catching up. When Ida followed, they stopped in their tracks.
I'll be back soon. I promise.
You better.
Stay safe.
When I return, I expect a road to be built, at the very least.
You got it, boss.
Oh, right, because Matron doesn't know. That's the thing that's going to be brought up to everyone else. Fawn and I were left alone under the rising sun.
What now? A little sad all of us are parting ways like this.
I think it's time we left. Don't you?
So soon?
Yeah, didn't we just get here? I don't show Fawn around the hometown.
We have a lot to do, you know.
Like?
Well, there's a whole treehouse to rebuild.
Oh, we're going to go back there.
Alright, I really do love you.
Fine, hurry up. I mean, his father has to finish making, I think it was a necklace he said he wanted made. So I gotta wait for that first. Before actually proposing. Even though I'm pretty sure it's kind of feel like a proposal every now and then was already brought up. Time for marriage.
I have something to give you. If you don't want it, don't feel pressured, okay?
Well, that small pink stone hung from a... Oh, he already made it. Oh.
You mean everything to me, Fawn.
Never mind, I guess we're doing the proposal now.
I'm hoping you'll accept this.
You're really giving this to me?
I'm sorry. It's pretty simple, I know, but...
I don't want anything more than to spend the rest of my life with you.
Me too.
Emily placed the necklace over his head and it sat carefully over his chest.
It suits you.
Just you wait. You might have snuck up on me. I'll make one equally beautiful for you too.
Let's frickin' go. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go, baby. It's what we made for. And then we looked out towards the forest, once the source of nightmares and horror. Different now. May I have your hand? Felt like home. Oh, okay. Didn't think that was what we're gonna get for the credits of the first scene. So I was just gonna flip through all the different Fawn scenes. I would hope hopefully not the not safe work stuff. It's just borderline lewd. It's fine. It's been a long adventure. No. It's been quite an adventure. It's a fun game. Remember, like, Camp Buddy was fun, right? And what was it? Chest of Blades. I think it was probably been my favorite visual novel so far. Best thing, I could also just, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do the other routes. It's usually just been like the most fun for only the first route, and then after that, it's kind of up in the air without the mission novels do the continued other routes. I feel like Camp Buddy's done the worst with making each route different enough. So I don't know if I feel up to really doing other routes. Also, it kind of just feels nice on them, like one, if not the only few that did Fawn's route while everyone else is doing Signs and Leos's. The part of me feels fine just leaving it here and just being like, you want to play the other routes, or see what the other routes, either watch someone else, or just get the game yourself. Either way, it's been hell of fun playing through. There's still more!
Home.
Wow, the Trails is so much different, holy shit!
Finally! Did you get everything I asked for?
Wait, what was that name? Wait, what do you mean? That name? Was there something I missed in the credits? When was that name? In the I wasn't paying attention. What? There's something in the credits? The name's at the end of it. I didn't see. What the fuck are you going on about? I don't pay attention to the credits usually, so. And like, I highly doubt there's anything. It was super random, but fitting. Okay, I'm gonna check that after stream. Like, I have no clue what you're going on about. Guess you gotta watch it. It better not be another Camp Buddy situation where I'm like, I was in the it better not be. You better not be being Mike. What do you mean? Anyways, I might just enjoy this, I guess, last bit moment with these two.
Well, they were out of tomatoes, but I got everything else.
Jeez. How can a fruit and vegetable market be out of tomatoes?
Well, I'm not sure. Should I go back and ask?
No. Our dinner won't be ruined unless a few tomatoes. Tobias! Mia!
Tobias? Mia?
What?
Oh, the kids from the orphanage.
Come help me peel these vegetables.
Again?
Oh wait, did they adopt them?
Yes, again. They're not gonna peel themselves. Chop, let's go.
The kids heard inside, complaining the whole way, but they knew they didn't mean it.
Rain, now that we're all set up, I intend to go back to visit Elliot soon. I made a promise to myself that I'd learn to control my abilities.
I went back and, well, the fuck are you going on? You're making me more into knowing what the fuck was in the credits. Because as far as I've cared about it, it's always just been, hey, thanks for all the people that worked on the game, and I think it's because I believe this was on Patreon. It is on Patreon. Kickstarter. So I remember it being on Kickstarter. So it's probably also like, hey, thanks to all the people that Kickstarted and all that jazz. Which I don't... Well, yeah, because I did Kickstart it. I just don't remember how much it was. Like, Kickstart, I believe, for the body pillow. So I don't remember what all the rewards was for all that. But yeah, like, I don't usually give a shit about the credits. Neat and all of them, like, whatever. Cool seeing it all, but I'm not those people that care about it.
Well, as long as you don't expect to go without me.
What about the kids?
They split their time anyway. It'll just be an extended stay with Emil and my father.
Thank you, Rain.
I hung out the window, enjoying the view. Treehouse wasn't far from Stagwitch. Could go into town whenever he wanted and made sure to visit Relicville at least once a week. Life was good. Her house didn't spring up overnight. It was weeks of work, and he relied heavily on Caspian's knowledge. That's strange. The king helped build his home. Well, let's not think about it. Just as I was about to close the shutter, there was someone walking towards our house. Red and black? Leos?
Leos?
One crazy forest dweller has turned into four, I see.
Shut up, Leos.
Where have you been? I haven't seen you since it came.
Calm down. It's been a month, max. And you know me. I've kept myself busy.
It feels so much longer. What brings you here?
I've brought news. Soren, he's awake.
Oh shit, are we gonna get to see Soren? Is the ending actually much longer than it was actually gonna be? The rabbits are multiplying. Oh, that's it. Really? We don't know how well Soren has been? Just, he's awake now? That's it? Come on. Just fucking leave me that cliffhanger. I know it's not like the most important, but like, that was like the thing I was curious of how that was gonna play out. We went to choose to save him, not kill him. They mentioned the fact that like we gotta get gods and demons to help fight what's his face. Thinking, oh, it's probably because we're gonna have Storm wake him and he's gonna help and have demon help with the gods. No, it doesn't play a role at all. Just stay. No, you're living happily, but he's awake. Enjoy that nugget. That's it. So, okay, so we pretty much got everything. I think the few bits that was missing that were just the other routes. I think it's like 4 equal time or DLC. I don't know if they could. That'd be interesting if they made a sequel to this game. But as far as I'm aware, they're just making a prequel at least for now, to know what it was like for Emil and blank out names. But Rain's father. Just see what the past's like. So that'll be fun to see what that is. I highly doubt there'll be choices given we know the outcome of what happens. That'd be interesting to see how the whole situation started to get to us here. But yeah, it's probably my favorite visual novel story I've gone through. Maybe I also just feel like that just because it's also the only visual BL visual novel without straight up, alright, let's get smut into like every other scene. It was just straight up story, that's it. Just straight up literal plot. And not quote unquote plot. Casting already forgot. Like, I'm bad with names. Very bad crazy. Okay, well anyways, got this done an hour, almost an hour and a half. So yeah, hopefully though, hopefully I actually get around to doing cover song for this game. Kind of like how I did cover song for Camp Buddy. Because I didn't realize until I bought it that find the soundtrack for this game actually came with an instrumental for this song in particular playing. So I'm like, maybe if I practice it enough, maybe do on karaoke stream, maybe I'll get around to feeling confident to actually do cover song of this. So, yeah. We'll see, because parts of that song is tricky to get around to doing. I watched for the plot game of the actual plot. I mean, yeah, that was basically because the fact that this game was like, hey, or the devs were like, hey, if we put in a streamer mode to censor any parts, enjoying the whole time playing, like, where is the goddamn plot? Where's the usual plot that's in every BL Vision level? Where is it? Just for it to like show up towards the end, like, there it is. I'm surprised it took this long. 'Cause the whole time I was worried. So anyways, that's my thoughts on the game. Thank God stream didn't crash this time. So anyways, yeah. Again, not sure if I'm gonna do their routes. Think we'll just have it as Fawn's route, and that's it. Pretty sure plenty of people's done Leos and Sign. So yeah. If anything, I'll probably play theirs on my own. But yeah. So anyway, it's been fun. So yeah, gonna end stream here. I have no clue what I'm gonna be playing now. This is like my only plan when I started doing YouTube streams. This was my only plan this whole time, so I have no clue what I'm gonna do next. I feel like part of me wants to just keep visual novel S stuff on YouTube. But that's kind of tricky to get around to given Schmud and the usual VL visual, so I have no clue what we're doing. Who knows, I might just go back to just being sort of dead on the channel again. Until I find something, just kind of stream something here and there. But we'll see. See what I can figure out. So, anyways, yeah, again, so Bring Up Ben's gonna be done. Sneak off for some bye. It's been fun watching this whole adventure in some weird fucking way. Yes, anyways. Just fucking knows if I'll stream next week for YouTube. So anyways, bye.